Hi everyone, welcome back. So this message will find you when it's meant to, but I drew from my Magdalene Oracle deck this morning for myself and got some really beautiful messages, so I just felt guided to maybe pull a card or two for all of us, for all of you listening. And just see what messages come out that we need to hear today. Okay, that's too many. This deck is also one I got. All my decks, pretty much all my decks, I got in Sedona. And I felt called to get this one because we had been talking about Mary Magdalene. And then I saw this deck and I was like, okay, have to get it. And then separately, it was funny, my mentor, I hadn't even told her about like the conversation, about Magdalene or anything. And she randomly, hold one card, I think I want to pull one more and see. And she randomly started talking about Magdalene too, and that she's starting to read the Magdalene manuscript. So it's just feel some connection to interesting to Magdalene, and I got that manuscript, so I started reading that as well. But anyway, I just felt guided to pull some cards from here for you all. And I said it was funny when the second card came out, Eternal Embrace, because last night when I pulled some cards for myself, I think I got Loving Embrace, or not from a different deck, but it was also about embrace, either loving or eternal embrace as well. But anyway, the first card that I pulled was the Resurrection, and then Eternal Embrace. So let's see what this says for us today. The Resurrection, we'll do that one first. The Resurrection. It may seem like nothing is going your way at present. A vision, plan, or dream seems to be fading beyond your reach, and this has left you feeling confused and disheartened. Yet a higher force lovingly governs every event in your life. This force is the light of your soul, which is full of infinite wisdom. The disappointment you presently feel is your soul's way of helping you to reassess your plan. Your dream is valid and sound, and you deserve to see it fulfilled. However, actualizing your dream may require a change of plan or approach. Check to see if the plan you have adopted truly aligns with your values and your heart. A new approach will soon become evident, an approach that will feel right in every way. So don't give up now. Keep an open mind and you will accomplish all you ever hoped for. New inspirations are often born amid despair, and sometimes we must surrender our old ways of thinking before a new way is possible. I love this. Yeah, I think this phrase of surrender, like for me anyway, keeps popping up. And it's about surrendering, not only, just like letting go of trying to control everything, but also, I just picked up on really honed in on surrender our old ways of thinking. So it's not just about surrendering control, but it's like surrendering to what we're programmed to, what we've been taught to believe about ourselves, about the world, about how things are supposed to work or not work, or how things should be. There's infinite possibilities if we just let go of that need to control, and, just trust that the way will be shown when we surrender and are open-minded. Like, that was a card that came out for me this morning along the lines of like talking about just being open-minded, not being judgmental about, even to ourselves, like self-judgment of like, I should be doing this or I shouldn't, like whatever. Just to let all that go, let it all go, and be open to receiving, and to what comes in, and to new ways of thinking, and new ways of being. So yeah, I guess this is, some of us are holding on to things or holding on to certain beliefs, and this is telling you that you should reconsider what you're thinking and how you're imagining things to play out and work out, and be open to the redirections, and because in a way that's like, redirections are probably like God's way of protecting you, leading you down a path that will get you to a better outcome as opposed to the way that you were going. So I really like that. Okay, the next card is Eternal Embrace. I almost feel like this is like a guardian angel. This person is moving forward and the guardian angel's like right there, got their back. Okay, let's see what this says. Everything in the universe consists of complementary opposites, so there is no point in wishing that everyone around you was more like you. Accept this universal truth and you will avoid further disappointment. Every time you identify a quality in another that you don't like, pause for a moment and identify that same quality within you. If you have recognized that quality in another, it is sure to exist in you also. If you can't see it within yourself, it is simply because you have repressed that quality. Every quality you think you possess comes with an opposite quality attached to it. You can't have one without having the other. Read and reflect on the following sets of qualities or feelings listed on the next page several times each day. As you go, you may want to add more qualities. Slowly reflect on each one until you are able to see each of these qualities within yourself. When you are able to own and love each one equally, you will have made a major breakthrough. This leads to a newfound sense of balance and well-being. Qualities and feelings to own and love. Positive, negative. Friendly, unfriendly. Happy, sad. Peaceful, aggressive. Strong, weak. Trusting, fearful. Confused, clear-headed. Spiritual, physical. Responsible, irresponsible. Considerate, inconsiderate. Angry, calm. Feminine, masculine. Kind, cruel. So this is not what I thought it was going to be, but I think, there still is something here, and maybe that's something I need to think about or consider. Now I'm starting to see this as like the yin and yang, the opposites, right? But they go together, and they need to be balanced and can work together. So I think this is really interesting. And it's funny because actually I was talking to my mentor the other day about a person that I'm having not necessarily conflict with, but it's just every time it's someone I work with. So every time they ask me to do something, it's like I just, I don't know. It just rubs me the wrong way. And not that they're being mean or whatever, like they're a perfectly pleasant person. Sorry, that was a lot of alliteration. But you know, and so I have been thinking like, well, what is it about? What are they trying to reflect to me? We ended up talking through it, and it's more so we figured out it's not really the person, actually. It's the work that I'm being asked to do that just is no longer fulfilling for me. And so like every time a project or whatever comes up, it's just like that's what my reaction is about. It's not about the person, it's about the work. So but the fact that, like, my point is that I was asking the question of like, okay, what is this person trying to reflect to me? And that's, I think, what this is getting at. It's like, you know, when folks rub us the wrong way, or when we see something in someone else that like we don't like, or we're being judgmental in some way, or, you know, just like, you know, yeah, I guess one of those things. Taking a step back and thinking about, okay, well, why am I reacting this way? What is it that maybe there's a lesson here that they're trying to teach me? Like, the reason why they're being that way is because it's triggering something in me. So what is that? Like, it's like taking a step further, digging a little deeper, and figuring out, okay, what's going on inside me that I'm responding in this way, or that it's triggering me in this way. Because at the end of the day, we should be in a place, or that's the goal. Nobody's perfect. I'm definitely not perfect in this either. But like at the end of the day, the goal should be to have compassion for others, regardless of whatever, you know, however they're presenting themselves, because, you know, we have no idea what it's like to walk in other people's shoes. We don't know what traumas they've experienced, what they've encountered in their lives. And they're just expressing, you know, how they know and are capable of at that given moment. So I think that message is, you know, looking inward and thinking about, are there still things inside of us that we need to work on and figure out and heal, so that then we can show up in balance and ultimately put out more love, because that's what people really need. That's the healing that needs to happen, is more people need to feel seen, heard, loved. And that's our jobs as human beings, as souls incarnated in human beings. We need to spread more love into the world. So I'm not sure if that's exactly aligned with this message, but that's what's coming through. That's what I'm picking up on. And, you know, kind of going back to the resurrection, of just like letting go of those old behaviors, letting go of those old patterns and thoughts and ways of doing things. And, you know, and seeing how we can, spread more love and more light into the world. So these are the messages that we have for today. And I hope that you got something out of it and that something resonated. And I hope to catch you in the next one. Thank you all. Love you. Bye.